If you've just had a winch fitted to your 4x4, you'd be forgiven for thinking that it's ready for action. Chances are it's not. In order for a winch to operate correctly, you need to wind the rope or cable onto the drum under tension. It's that gripping friction that gives the winch its ability to haul big loads after all. You'll also want to do this if you've been using your winch a lot or simply want to get acquainted with a new unit. So first things first, find a good location with an anchor point and start unwinding your cable. To do this job properly, you will need to have a recovery kit with you. Also, don't forget the winch controller. It's always a good idea to do this with a friend. They can stay in the car and apply the brakes if they have to, keep the engine running, and it's just a generally safer procedure with them there. So, first job is to run this winch rope onto the drum so it's nice and tight and even, because that's what actually applies the friction to the drum and it lets you actually winch. So, first things first, get our cable. We can get the engine started. Thanks, Matt. Plug it in to the box on top. Make sure everything's nice and clear and you've got a safe area to work with. And what you're going to do is hold on to the cable like so. You sort of lean on it backwards and watch it as much as you can run in onto the drum as cleanly as possible. Before your hand gets too close to the fair lead, as the rope runs in, just stop, take a step back, reset your position and go again. So now we've got that first layer on the drum nice and secure, we can then go and attach the rest of the winch rope to the anchor point and start running the rest of the cable in. So we've got this nice sturdy anchor point here to attach to, out with the tree trunk protector. Now you've got to take your time here to make sure these go on well. Some hooks are bigger than others, some do fit, some don't, but just take your time and make sure it's nice and secure. So I've got a cable dampener here which I will throw onto the rope. Maybe it's overkill, but at the end of the day it's a good habit to have and it won't hurt one bit. Put the cable dampener in the middle third. If things do go a bit pear-shaped, this will stop the cable from flying around and it will save some potential damage. So now I have the rope tensioned by Matt in the car. What I'm going to get him to do now is apply a little bit of handbrake for a bit of pressure, and I'll start running that rope in under pressure and guiding it on and checking it with my hand. Every now and then when the rope's going in, just stop, go and have a look, see how it's running on, make any adjustments you need to do. A good tip here, to keep your controller cable out of the way, just loop it over the bull bar and then bring it back around. Just keeps it at a safe distance. So we're almost there, we're pretty close to the anchor point. What I'll do now is run the rest of the rope in by hand and just get it on there nice and even. And I'll get Matt to bring the car forward a little bit to take the tension off. Then I can undo from the anchor and go from there. So this little bit on the end of the hook here is what they call a hand saver, and you can use that to actually hold the hook and keep your hands clear of it, so when you're running that last bit of cable in, you can keep your hands clear of the fair lead and out of trouble. There we are, all done. My name's Sam Purcell from Pat Cullen's 4x4 Adventures, and I'll see you around.